space, Sean.
Yeah, look at the little trap set up here by L.O.U.D. They're going to triple play on short A. Nobody's flash goes into showers to clear it. So the one way that Sadok threw in showers is worthless right now. And you can see right now, they're just sniffing out the map, trying to get a feel for what L.O.U.D is trying to accomplish with their defensive setup.
Yeah, it's actually such a benefit. We just saw 2Es refresh that smoke. And that's one of the benefits of running a triple controller comp is that you can invest those early and know that you still have control elsewhere. Now a second smoke used towards showers. You see the nade out as Coenzine has to take a slight step back. Still no commitment. Dude, they drew that out so well.
Out, and now short A is wide open. Kong gets a free sight. Nobody right behind him. This is going to be a very, very difficult retake right now for L.O.U.D, Doug.
Also really surprising. I mean, you seldom see a team of L.O.U.D's caliber get manipulated the way that they just did. And you've already got Kong who's pushing up in spawn. Howdong gets the spike down. Nobody's there to help. That flash is going to be huge, but is the timing right? Are they going to peek on the other side of it? Yes, they are. A couple of kills going in favor of L.O.U.D, though. That's massive. They're going to continue to push forward into pipes as well. Just Chichu and Howdong remain. Can they hold the line? Can they keep the spike up? Howdong has done well as he gets 2, leaving things in a 1v2. Chichu by himself, and he has been a fiend this tournament. But 2Es with 3, and L.O.U.D get the pistol.
And they're going to give that defuse over to 2Es, Doug. That's 4 orbs for the Brimstone on a very, very unlikely retake. Maybe a bit of overheat into spawn right there coming out of EDG.
So early, too. You make a really good point. For him to be more than halfway to his orbital strike in round 2 is just dumb.
I think that's one of the best ults available to this team right now. So, yeah, having 4 orbs going into this potential eco round right here, and I say potential because having a Reyna that can flip the script here, I think this is a very winnable round for EDG.
2 Sheriffs on their side, and then just Classics the rest of the way. No armor with it either.
Again, the stall coming out of these controllers at the A site. This was something Na'Vi struggled with early on in the game against L.O.U.D. But there's the Reyna already at 150 with the Sheriff. And that's what I would say. I don't think these controllers want to fight in this A site. The goal is to stall, stall, stall. And that's why I love the Reyna pick. I can tell they're going to totally disrespect these smokes.
Kong is already up to his antics. There have been so many discussions around him individually and how he has really high highs, but he's had some low lows this tournament. I think for this series in particular, he has to play well.
So, very powerful setup entering this stage of the round here, Doug. They have long B control, and if you notice, the solo initiator is lurking by the showers TP. Nobody frequently has lurked on all of the maps, but if they feel like there's a B stack going on, they will pivot to nobody. Nobody's sniffing things out right now, and there's the rotate.
What was the cue, though? I don't know what they saw, but L.O.U.D decide to slowly start to rotate over, not fully convinced of what's happening on the other side, and look at how far up Aspas is. Oh my goodness, he's behind them.
30 seconds left.
They're going to get the spike down, but if there's no awareness of what's happening in showers, they could be in some trouble. Howdong's going to be the first to peek. Nothing but a classic.
Oh,
what?
No. And Chichu is on the Giga Lurk right now, Doug. This is a nightmare for L.O.U.D.
I still don't fully understand how we got that kill. Kong pushing forward is going to clean up Coenzine. They're going to draw out the orbital strike. Les gets it to half, but it doesn't matter. And I love the investment of the ult that early because you know you still have so much half to play for. You're going to get another one up.
How insane. We were talking about 2E's orbital strike, and Howdong is the one that ends up popping it on the second round after losing the pistol. Oh, ridiculous round coming out of EDG with very, very minimal investment.
Such a good opener. Kong getting 2 kills, actually a third once he's upgraded to the Spectre. That's huge.
Okay.
And going into this round now, they have a huge economic advantage. They're going to try to punish this B site. They use the same thing against Billy, the stim peek on long, dry peeking this.
They're going to try to go fast off of this. Amali's going to keep him back for just a moment.
Oh, they're sending it.
And it's just pistols on the other side, too. Very reminiscent of the previous round. But they've all rotated so quickly, Sean. L.O.U.D's already here, and they don't have hookah control. That paranoia, Smoggy's going to have to delay for just a moment as Howdong getting first. Coenzine getting bested. Those pistols are just not enough in that situation. A prime gaming flawless comes through for EDG.
Can you believe that a flawless round just now went in EDG's favor? Even though the score is 1-2 right now, Doug, I feel like they've strategically won all 3 of these rounds so far.
Yeah, I agree with you. To go back to the pistol, I mean the opening of the pistol.
Yes. Loud has been outplayed in all 3 of these rounds thus far, but you could see the goals of this Omen there. You could see the smoke coming in front of the site that allows the defenders to flood out in. That doesn't matter if you get shot in the head.
Right, yeah.
As one of the analysts has famously said. Ooh, that's a nice one-way right there coming out of Sadak on short. Again, just trying to stall out this A site. We have a smoke by Showers from the Brimstone. Aspas manning that area of the map. Eventually, I'm sure nobody's going to use some util, sniff out Showers, and that's when, again, you know, they're going to go into this split on A most likely.
Keep flash out, Konkon getting another kill, but the peak, the re-aggress from Tui's gets the best of them.
And just now, what happened on the B side of the map, Kawanzin threw a guiding light down. It actually caught Chichu. So they're aware of someone being down low B.
I really like what they just did with the Trailblazer, though. Sense it through teleporter to catch, make sure there's someone playing Showers, too. They just got a lot of info.
I don't think it matters, Doug. They're too late. Two people are stuck right now in you, and they just got to hold this down. They're stuck.
A flashback sight. They're starting to feel some of the pressure. That orbital strike now coming online. How Dong, are you going to be able to get out? No. Tui's got some Chichu and nobody, the only 2 that remain. In a 2v4. What a miracle this would be. Nobody's gotten them just a little bit closer. Chichu still playing his life, still being cautious about it, playing in U-Haul. The spam through, nobody not able to connect. It's all on a Chichu, a 1v3 with nothing but a Spectre. Maybe he plays time, but he has no mollies. He's got some utility, but they're just going to hold it. Really, no reason not to. Tui's gets it to half. As the wall goes down, Chichu gets it to just 1. Tui's holds it a fuse, and we're tied at 2 apiece.
Huge hold on that A side by Aspas and Tui's. So much pressure coming in. It was a 4-on-2. The extra players coming from B, stuck behind 2 Brim Smokes from Spawn and Heaven. And they did it. The orbital strike again comes in huge. That ult will have tons of value throughout this game, and the 2 used so far already in 4 rounds have won their rounds respectively.
Shield to buy looks like your Konkon has an op. He is invested. Reyna attacks that. Oh, he sold it. I've been trolled for just a little bit.
Looks like for the first time, Hong Kong wants to get some Showers control. So they're going to try to disrespect this Brim Smoke over here. And this is something I kind of figured they would go for.
The question is, do Loud pounce?
Great counter molly right there from Tui's. I think EDG realized that a lot of these rounds previously, there was no one behind that smoke. This was the perfect adjustment round for Loud.
Whoa.
Oh, man, we've seen Sadak tear people up with this judge.
What are you up to here? The dog's going to clear him. Oh. Not much more info found, though.
Les here holding Hookah, about to make contact.
I mean, he just got obliterated. 18 HP. And yeah, Kawanzin's there to heal, but they're starting to feel that pressure. They realize that that's where the hit is coming. Can Loud rotate quickly enough?
Les is stalling out the long portion of the hit, but it's heavy through Hookah. 4 players coming out of Hookah right now.
Right here.
Backs against the ropes. Can they hold on? They really have no choice but to play life. You see that Lear come through the wall from Hookah, getting first, but Les! What on earth was that? 3 kills for the controller, and he continues to light up the stats. What do they do from here? EDG was spiked down. Well out of reach, and a 2v3 has just become a 2v2. Nobody once again trying to equalize. The paranoid to delay for just a moment. There's a swing. Aspas gets best of him. 13 seconds left, and it all falls on to Chichu. He gets the first. The second is there! Chichu with the Red Bull clutching a massive play to get EDG the lead.
The 2 Vipers now absolutely popping off. Les, he was the key player actually in that comeback against Na'Vi, holding down the B site almost every round. It looked just like this, Doug. But Chichu was not on the opposing team in that game, and this was an insane play that was totally unread by Loud. Wow.
And he just diffs Aspas at the end, too.
Oh. Chichu here gonna smoke long. So instead of the Viper starting by short A, the way EDG plays this is they use their poison orb to block vision from the defenders and essentially wash out the smokes on this region of the map. Chichu controls it very, very well. In the meantime, Smoggy will often work up Hookah, while the other 2 will end up working Showers or short A, which they're opting for Showers here.
That op that we talked about a couple of rounds ago, now in the hands of Konkon.
Oh, he's just got a contact this. I don't know if Loud's going to read this. This is a very difficult read.
I mean, Tui's just playing a little bit further back. Maybe some suspicion.
Oh!
A clean snap up from Kong Kong. And the Lyra too, and that's going to draw the rotates.
Oh, they're going to pop here.
Yeah, EDG are not in a position to flip the map. Sonic has to go aggressive here with the Bucky and try to catch a free one through the smoke. You've got the mollies, you've got everything to delay, and Sonic pounces on it. Upgrades a weapon, but it's clothesline by Chichu on the other side. What? What an ult from Aspas as well. 3v3, 41 HP. And you hear the rain ult has been used. Is it going to matter? Aspas with the first, not able to clean up the second as Chichu counters.
The pit goes down though, Doug, and that's going to slow things down a little bit right here. The spike getting planted by Kong Kong.
Spike planted.
Kawanzin is so far away too, and he has nothing but a ghost, Sean.
He has one flash, and the counter pit. I was wondering if it would come out, and here it is. Flip a coin, Doug, it's time.
Mess of a situation. Can Kawanzin upgrade a weapon? I think that's key here. What utility do they have? A flash for the sky? Kong Kong's pushing forward, though, of course he is. And we wouldn't have it any other way. 2 Vipers left, Chichu and Les.
Chichu dropped his pit.
Chichu's so far back. Les just has to take a gamble. I mean,
That's the info Les was looking for. He knows now Chichu's in
but
shower.
he's pushing him. He's pushing him. Is he gonna have enough time for the defuse? I think he is. I think he's gonna be just fine.
It's so close.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Chichu, what a play!
What a play by Chichu. Just milliseconds away from Loud actually ending up in such a strong situation in this game. But no, and the timeout comes in from Fraud.
How close was that? 0.15. I mean, that's not the closest we've had this tournament, but it's pretty freaking close.
Really doesn't get much closer than that. You can see, I think after a round like that, if you're coaching Loud right now, Fraud, he just needs a breather. The rounds are just slipping out of their fingers. They're making decent adjustments now throughout this game so far, but you don't want the wind out of your sails this early into the half. This is a very pivotal timeout, and Loud, they will have a bye coming out of this, but it's not the best.
Yeah, it's going to be spotty for sure. I think on the other side for EDG too, they're doing so many things well that are just working. We've talked a little bit about the showers pressure and how they've been able to create some space around that. Kong Kong on the Reyna has found value. The attack side op has already made an appearance once, but Chichu, man. Chichu has just been an absolute menace.
I truly believe he's been the star player, actually. When watching EDG throughout this tournament, Chichu has had some monstrous clips for this team. But I think what we really should be looking out for this round is, does Hadong obtain this orbital strike? Does Kawanzin get Seekers? Those are really pivotal plays right now in this particular round. The fight for showers begins here. This is the adjustment from Loud coming in. They're going to get a smoke from Sadak and the Brimstone and the Raze. Aspas and Tui's will challenge this orb.
The odd thing is, it's neither of them who are super keen on getting the orb. They just want to deny it from EDG.
You can almost feel the fear right there. One flash causes the Brimstone Molly to come out. That doesn't normally happen when you watch Loud, Doug. They normally sit on that Brim Molly. That's a super important stall piece of utility, but they don't know what EDG is going to go for. They believe EDG to be a very, very aggressive team. And they're right.
Yeah, the flash from Kawanzin down long is going to get some info. Gotta do something to fill the void here, the lack of information, as the paranoia creeps in.
Launching smoke.
Like, they're about to pounce on the weak side right now. Aspas is rotating. He just used a satchel to get here quick enough.
He's got to be convinced of what's happening on the other side because they ulted as well. Sada canceled it out, goes all the way to the other side of the map. Meanwhile, Chichu just died on the other side. They tried applying pressure from opposite sides of the map, and Loud's been able to hold it all back.
Huge rotate right there from Aspas. You could see the snake bite on the ground over there by Octagon. Absolutely stalled out the hit. And most importantly, Tui's won the fight in showers.
Yeah, that was enormous.
They could no longer take that teleport and feel safe about it.
Nobody in a 1v3. He's got Spike in hand. We've had some outrageous moments. This might take the cake if he manages to pull this off. He's going to have time to plan it, Sean. Oh, it was just a fake. Oh, Aspas satchels forward. Calls him on his bluff and drops nobody. there was a window there where after he got that first kill, I thought, get the spike down, you've got a 1v2, and maybe you got a shot at it, but Aspas becomes aggressive and cleans him up.
Caution here.
And now you're looking at, you know, we're past the portion of the game where the game plans are run, right? These are where the teams are trying to feel each other out, really adapting to what one another are doing. Sadak now playing top truck, and again, Loud going with his showers control. 2 is again going to be fighting for this early on, making sure nobody's flash, if it does come through there, gets info. Because if it gets nothing, EDG gets showers for free.
Yeah.
But this is definitely looking like a short A pop.
Kong is nothing but a sheriff here.
Orbital Strike is so crazy with the Leers right now. But no Leers on Kong actually.
Yeah. He's right really close to ult and he just got destroyed. I mean, he's at 1 HP. He just took a lot of damage. You're starting to see the spam through the smoke. They've crept up just a little bit, but they still don't have enough sight control to really commit to this. The Seeker's used by Kamanzine as well.
They might push as these smokes go down, Doug.
Is that the Q? Is that what they're waiting for? Tui's just already cleaned up Chichu. Kong getting healed up back to 100, and it's just a tab. But the longer they delay on this Sean, I think this is going to become a problem. Les is on the flank. There's nothing to cover it or to clear it right now.
Les is sneaking around right now on market, and he is potentially about to end this round.
Yeah, he very well may do it on his own. There it is. There's the flank. Howdong done. Dealt with. Obliterated as Les gets a second. The swing on the third, and it connects. A prime gaming flawless for Loud.
So patient. The taps from Les. He's so mechanically gifted when you watch him. So calm with the Vandal. And we get our first time out now out of EDward Gaming.
Dude, Les is having a career tournament right now, which is just insane to say. He's so young. He's just so good.
The words on the streets coming into this, Doug, were that Les and Aspas were just dropping bombs on people in scrims.
Ooh, and I think the fascinating thing is it's translating.
Yes.
It's not, they're not just scrim demons. We're seeing it in the server. I think I was looking at the stats for the entire tournament. Both of them are in, what, top 5?
They are popping off. I mean,
it's just been mad.
Very absent event in Tokyo from both of them, if I'm being honest.
Well, all of them, really.
Yeah, all of them. That was an abysmal event, given the standards that I think we have set from Loud. Previous champions winners. America's winners.
It just seems like such a distant memory right now.
Yeah, that version of Loud is long gone. This new version looks reinvigorated, and I didn't know if they would be able to do it outside of Harbor Viper. They found some new solutions here. Triple controller on Bind. We've only even seen Harbor Viper on one map.
Yeah,
that's
just
Haven,
once.
which we could end up getting here.
Yeah. The decider, if we go the distance, and given how things have gone so far, it's a very high possibility. Really neither team willing to fold or give but an inch. You see that wall coming out? Oftentimes you'll see that go through teleporter as NRG pioneered, but the fact that it's not going through teleporter tells me, Sean, that they want to continue to fight for the showers control and have that line.
I mean, there's really no need, though, when you have 3 controllers, right? You got smokes for days. What's the point? But again, the Omen one-way comes in showers. The Brim smoke comes deep short. And Les is over here just stalling out Long B. If you're going to play Loud, you better move at a slow pace.
Which is just so different. Dude, if Kong... Oh, he was given away by the shoulder. What was that? That was so close. And they're going to continue to aggress. They're going to try to take Octagon control. That nade in the lap is they have to reposition, but Smoggy finding one with the Marshall.
He just went right through the snake bite. It's a 3-on-3. This is so winnable for EDG right now. The rotate coming heavy through spawn.
And 2 weapons upgraded.
And Chichu.
The timing that he's going to get.
What is his play?
Can they buy enough time for Chichu's timing to matter?
Does he go spawn here? I don't know if he has time for this.
Yeah, if they don't hold the site, it's not going to matter. They've got to be able to hold the site, and Smoggy's already fallen. It's going to go on to nobody who's already weak. He's got the orbital strike in his lap. He drops.
This is a very difficult read, though, Doug. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if Loud reads this.
But even if they don't, I mean, it's a 1v3 with the Sheriff, right?
Oh, this
right?
is really
right?
This.
Okay.
Oh.
The fact that he got 2-3 extra shots off on that last player made me very uncomfortable.
For a second there, I forgot we were dealing with 3 controllers, you know, and I forgot we were dealing with smart players. They like to throw their smokes on top of the spike, which is indeed the play. Keeps the lines open for everyone to protect.
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean, take a look at this again. What was it? Oh, it's just the shoulder, man. It's just a pixel. What did he see? And the way that they're set up, I think we're starting to see some of their approaches, Sean. Kong takes U-Haul, they continue to push down long, and then they can crunch Octagon with the Leer through the wall.
Yeah.
And if they can't get that space with Kong, they're going to have a hard time doing that.
And Kong, he's busted out the off again. I don't know if this is going to work out well for him, though, because, again, we're seeing the double smokes on A. Brim smoke deep short, one-way Omen smoke showers, and Les will stall out long B with these snake bites for days. Chichu playing pitch and catch with the poison orb.
And also, I think, countering that flash from Kawanzin. The flash wasn't deep enough. It got caught in the orb, and it didn't get any info.
A lot of pressure put on this B site right there, but it's all a fake. They're trying to pull the third player to B, and they've done it. Sadak has rotated, and now we're looking at a potential 2-on-5 in this A site, Doug.
Kawanzin just flashed again. It was so shallow. They also just trailblazered into sand. Oh, I can't tell if they got much info. Oh, it seems to have been enough. We see Les is starting to consider the rotate already.
Oh, dear.
There it is. Opshot landing on a Sadak.
He doesn't miss those.
No. One controller down, 2 to go. Kong still the op, and 2. He just destroys Kong. They're going to have to fight for Showers control, though. Oh, gosh. Smoggy got caught asleep.
Haodong's ult and Brim Molly could be the biggest player in this round right now. Nobody needs this.
Uh-oh.
And he doesn't.
Where was he going? He was just so aggressive, pushing into the smoke. I don't understand. There's an orbital strike. It's going to buy a little bit more time. But was it used too early?
The Brim Molly is already out.
There it
just
is.
And it's missed.
Just a bit.
It's missed.
Do they know, though?
I don't think they've realized yet.
No, I don't think they did. Chichu pushing forward into the face of 2. Haodong trying to swing, and he can't do anything about it. Aspas gets 3. The fuse comes through. Loud with the 2-round lead now.
Oh, EDG with such a good start into this game. You can feel it just slipping out of their reach right now. This is really taking a turn.
4 rounds in a row. And what was it on the other side of the timeout? I think it's kind of just gone sideways.
Yeah, we were looking at a 4-2. Yeah, 4-2 scoreline. And the timeout came in from Fraud, and things really turned around at that point. Insane stuff. Another force buy, though, coming out of EDG. I think they need this to build something for the rest of this half. Potentially get a 6-6 end.
Oh, fake teleport? Out from Sadak?
Yeah, a little shrouded step
Yeah,
as
we
you jump in.
We haven't seen that tech in a while.
I like it. Tui's, though, again, keeping Showers control, deep smoke on short, and that allows Aspas to feel super comfortable about rotating. Loud reading this round well.
Hey, everyone from EDG is here. Yeah, it's a split. Kong has the ult. Does he commit? The hunt begins. That nade is good to deny the exit out, but yeah, he does commit to the ult. Smoggy dashing forward, and Aspas drops him. The showstopper not going to connect, but it does deal a little bit of damage now. Aspas still playing in the tin, dropping another as nobody falls. The nade refreshed, the kill comes through. Aspas with 3. Finally falls. Kong still in play. He's still got the ult too. Can he 1v2? No, he cannot. It's Kong and Chichu that snatched the round back for EDG.
And that's what we were needing out of Kong. A huge round coming out of him on this Reyna. 2 pivotal kills to keep them in this game. 6-5 is the scoreline. With the Viper's Pit in play, this is going to be really difficult for Loud because they've given up the site a couple times now. You know, I think it's possible that EDG does enter these sites, get the spike down, and with the pit available and the Brim Molly, the Viper snake bites, this is something that can be stalled out for a very long time. Only 1 flash though on nobody right now.
Yeah, just didn't have enough really to go for more. There's that 1 flash. Oh, and it was a fake. It's just delayed. It buys a little bit of time. Nomi reads that so well.
Oh. But he does have the Sky Heal. Heals Kong back up to 100 right here. And Smoggy 1 off of ult. Dude, they could give him this Showers orb. They could prioritize getting him an orb right now. But look at the setup from Loud. Yeah, I don't think they've played this aggressive on long thus far.
Yeah, you're right. They haven't. Meanwhile, EDG have tested those waters so many times.
They're making the right play here, though, Doug. Pivoting back to this A site. They know they have Showers control. They're aware of a potential TP play or a re-clear of Showers, so they've backed out, kind of enticing a bait play to happen.
Oh, oh no.
Oh no.
He manages to get 1. So much more was on the plate. But it just ends up being an appetizer, just a taste. Meanwhile, EDG with numbers advantage off in the hands of Aspas, and he's rotating through. It's going to be late. I mean, both of them are still sitting on the other side of the map just now. They're going to invest a pit out from Chichu as well, and that pit is going to become so much less effective. Konkon 39 HP, he drops less, heals up a little bit. Aspas with the op, upgraded a weapon. And this would be a vintage Aspas round, Sean. If he can pull this off, satcheling forward, still has to deal with the pit. Nobody spotted on the other side, trying to deal with the targets, trying to find which one is right, and he cannot. Nobody with 3, and we're tied at 6.
Unbelievable end to this half, and I wouldn't have it any other way. 6-6, we are dead even. Wow.
We'll take a look at that round one more time, and the fact that Loud put together an unreal streak to get us to that point. Remember, it was EDG who was in control.
Yeah, they were in control in the early part of this game. Loud rallies back into it. EDG, they'll close out the half with 2 huge gun rounds when Loud had a serious economy built.
Such an important round for them to get in the books. We're going to throw it over to the desk to break down their first half. Yinsu, take it away.
Thank you very much, guys. Yes, this cannot be any closer, 6-6 at the half. But let's take a look at the Verizon high-speed moment here. A whole round, in fact, that ended up Mimi with a massive Chichu clutch.
So I think this is really indicative of this game, where I feel like Loud had great control. It starts off by them using these smokes to hold on to short control and pull out a lot of this Sky Initiator utility that their comp is really good for. You also see here, there's that Brim smoke in the late round to help them flood into B. They have a lot of great ideas with this double controller comp that set them up to win this round. But with 10 seconds left, Chichu comes in, he wins this 1v2 and gets EDG back in control. And I feel like this is indicative of so much of this half, Brett.
Yeah, I mean, insane spray control from Chichu, but you're completely correct. It is essentially a mirror of what happened, I think, because Loud, again, came into this with solid ideas of how they wanted to play with the triple controller, but it came down to clutch, big individual moments, players popping off, and that's what EDG have done to tie up, essentially, and make it as close as it's been at this half, 6-6, despite the fact that I think Loud do have a slightly better game plan.
Yeah, I absolutely agree there. In the second half, though, I think things get interesting, because this is where I feel like it's a little bit harder to get use out of this triple controller. You can throw down Omen one-ways for extremity control, you can stall out against retakes quite a lot, but I actually think this EDG comp, as it was in the first half, is really good for pushing deep in these late round situations and actually fighting through those smokes to flood retake.
Yeah, of course, the Reyna on the defense as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what EDG and Konkon have cooked up for us. Without further ado, let's get back into game and the second half with your casters. Back to you, Doug and Sean.
Thank you so much, Jinsu. Just a few moments away from kicking off the second half, tied at 6 apiece here on Bind. Loud put together an unreal streak there just to keep it competitive, Sean, because otherwise it felt like EDG was in full control.
It really did, and you know what? I don't think we have much time to talk about it right now, Doug, because I think we're about to see an absolute brawl at this A site. 3 defenders here from EDG, 5 ready to lurk up short A right now, potentially with his Viper wall. Trailblazer goes out. An immediate counter util comes from EDG and lurk in the smoke!
How does he get away with that? He's got the chance for more, not able to connect though. Konkon has shown up. He was at Showers early on. The spike is still down. Smoggy re-aggressing, taking the space that was left vacant. And EDG in firm control. Loud just crumble. I mean, you see it, their bodies are littered at the exit to A short. No traction found, no space gained. And Tui's just left to sit and wonder about what went wrong.
Look at the setup too. On contact, paint shells into Showers. EDG really trying to secure this round, but Tui's!
Gosh, Tui's, you gonna pull this off? Ooh. Ooh. That was danger. Danger for just a moment. But when you're down so big in numbers, Sean, it's just so difficult to, you put yourself in a 1v4 like that. It's difficult to execute on.
It really is, and that is so big for a team like EDG to start halves well. It is massive. Getting the operator in Konkon's hands, especially on this defensive half, has to be at the top of your priority list. He's already got the Marshall. I mean, he's going towards Shower, and Doug, I think we're about to see a clip.
Well, remember, there was a flash at the beginning of the previous round for this exact spot. But
One
this
way
time
at the
it's
corner.
A smoke. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he does
just
not care.
disrespects it, bro.
Do it again. You know he wants to.
I mean, he might.
Unreal. Smoggy taking out the solo short A lurker. That leaves only 3 players left, all 3 right here in front of Konkon.
It's a tough angle. One way subsides. It's a no-scope. There are two of them. What? Kong teeing off on Loud. Slaughtering goats like this is an old ritual.
Jesus. Gownsy next in line.
And of course, it's Kong. Who else? The 4K for him. EDG with the 2-round lead and an excellent start to the second half.
Gun here.
I really don't know the value of it, but I have seen something pop off with this Empress in this tournament. I think he's one of the only players I've seen pop off with the Empress. But it's pretty wild that Kong has this going into the bonus round right now.
I mean, we talked about in the first half how they were so close to having an orbital strike, but yeah, the Empress takes a little bit less. What a performance out from Kong.
Huge disadvantage, though, on the guns here of this bonus. Despite having such a good eco round right there.
Difficult to convert for sure.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a difficult round here for EDG. Deep brim smoke, and you can afford to do that with this triple controller comp. They can afford to waste these smokes for map control. They're trying to get a reaction right now out of EDG. Sniff out this setup, really figure out where they are. The Showers reaggress comes in, and Aspas is here with Sadak.
Does he have a Lear? He does. He has two.
Cover going out.
Sadak has smoked the end of Shower, just like how we saw at Octagon.
Dude, Smoggy has an 8 as well. I mean, as soon as they sniff out, they've got to be careful. Yeah, Aspas, I guess maybe not liking what's happening, not convinced that it's safe. Takes a step back. They're going to rotate back B.
The flash comes through the teleport. I don't even believe it popped, but you could see the idea right there. They were trying to get info outside of that teleporter, and they back off out of Showers. The rotate is coming into B, but I don't know if it'll be here quick enough. Howdong on the rotate right now. Has a molly to stall this out. Oh, this could be bad for Loud, dog.
It's the first molly already used. Chichu holding on to the second, and there it is. In the face of the paranoia and the nade, they have to take a step back. The delay on this has been so good. They can't easily make their way out. This bonus very well may work off because there's still so much utility for them to play around. 13 seconds left. Oh, the spike's still not out, and it's finally starting to gain some traction. You have the rifle advantage, but can you convert? Chichu with the sidestep, the classic, not connecting. Bonus EDG.
And with that buy, the stall on the B site coming in. Chichu's snake bites were incredible right there.
And honestly, I remember watching Kawanzin with the early flash just to clear Octagon, and I went, that's an audio cue.
Yes.
I mean, you have so much utility that you can use to delay this. I mean, you read that so well.
Yes. And I think, everyone has been a little bit critical of Nobody and his util usage on this solo initiator role.
Yeah.
But right there, I think his guiding light made the play, right?
Yep.
It might not have even popped, but it really didn't matter. They still ended up rotating towards B. The idea was there.
Right back into the action, Loud with 5 sheriffs, just one player without armor, and that's Sadak. He's had some massive plays on this very map in this tournament. EDG are just playing in a different form right now.
Interesting idea by Nobody right there, not wanting to use any of his util early. I think he's waiting for this Brim Smoke to go down, get some information in the mid-round. You can see the flash right there outside of Hookah, get some info, and that's going to make Kong cheat a little bit over towards this B site. Showers control maintained firmly right now by EDG. You see Smoggy holding a super deep line.
Where do they go from here? Flash getting a little bit of info into Showers.
This definitely feels like it's heading towards this A site. And Kong again is making the right decision. Third player at this A site. Let's got that!
That's unreal. Smoggy with a really nice trade that we're gonna have to see that on the replay. He repositions. That paranoia is gonna cause some problems. He's gotta push into the smoke, expecting Sadak there, the satchel. Oh my gosh, they walked right by each other! Smoggy had no idea, dealt with the assassination style. They've lost control of the site, they've lost control of this round.
And this is a gorgeous post-plant setup. They have the crossfire from bench to default, the swing coming out of Showers.
I don't know how to get back into this. It just went from bad to worse.
I don't think they do, Doug. I think this is over.
Chichu 1v4, 2 rifles on the other side. Sure, Aspas is weak, but when you have no idea of where he is, what are you gonna do with it? A MasterCard thrifty for Loud as they punch back.
Okay.
Wow. Just when I thought Loud is potentially out of this game, they come in and get the MasterCard thrifty. Aspas now having the showstopper in this full gun round. This is going to be a wild round. Buckle up, because we have the Orbital Strike on Haldong, we have the Empress and Op on Kong Kong, and I think we're going to see a double satchel ult coming out of Aspas right now. Super heavy play towards long B, potential stim peek on long, catch someone off guard, and that's where the Op is.
They're ready for it. That flash, Kong Kong takes the line, but a second flash, but he's quiet with it.
So smart. Doesn't want to give away that the Op is in play. And the jump spot coming out of Chichu, it's a bait. The way they set him up for these shots, Tui's is in big trouble here.
Can he connect? Yes, he can. Tui's again betrayed by just a pixel. How do they stabilize from here? You see Sadak is taking some space towards showers, but what else can you find? The spike just now scooped up. Les creeping forward. You've got a couple members here. He's knife out. He's knife out.
I think he even knifed Smoggy once, but it just wasn't enough.
For L.O.U.D, I mean, this round just feels so labored.
I think it really hurt them losing Tui's like that. He has a really strong off angle, but that's the kind of stuff Kong Kong has been known to punish. So quick on the trigger.
30 seconds left.
This round's looking all but hopeless here for L.O.U.D. They're looking for a pick, but I don't know if EDG is going to even give it to them.
Oh, dire straight here as Cowanzine drops.
Oh, no.
Haldong. What have you done, Sean? Cowanzine with two massive kills. Nobody plucking Aspas out of the sky.
The Seeker, he's following it.
I mean, he's got to be careful here. He's here by himself, and he falls. The rotations are coming through. Cowanzine, 15 HP.
7, 6, the Op is rotating.
Oh, just barely missing. Spike planted. Sunk into the soil of the site. Cowanzine with 4. Chichu's going to have to 1v2 this if he wants to pull this off. Cowanzine, 15 HP. The flash to take the line. Can Cowanzine pull it off? Yes, he can. The ace for L.O.U.D.
It looks so improbable.
He had 15 HP on that last fight.
From the 3-on-5, Cowanzine busts up short A, gets 2 picks, pops the Seekers, follows them for the 3rd, takes out the 4th. That is an insane round from the young talent on L.O.U.D.
I mean, he was dropping on that first. I don't know how he destroyed nobody there the way that he did, but this right here, I mean, the freaking fadeaway. What a shot. What a play out of L.O.U.D.
And right after witnessing that ace come in, has to take the second time out for EDG. That is one that will definitely be a blow right to the gut. EDG, how do they bounce back after that? They're going to be really scraping at the bottom of the barrel if they buy here.
It's mad, dude. L.O.U.D, and you know, we've talked about this a little bit. I'm convinced that there's a little extra grit that ends up on a team when you make your way through Group D. Because L.O.U.D have had 2 instances now, just in this map, where we go, oh, L.O.U.D are done. Right? They're not going to be able to regain their footing. They're not going to be able to reestablish control. And they constantly just refuse to go away.
There's a reason, Doug, why heart of a champion is a saying. And L.O.U.D,
Yeah, true.
It doesn't matter that they have 2 new players. It does not matter. They have 0 quit in them. And when I watch them play, they almost never falter in these late game heroics. And the one exception was the lock-in finals. That was the only time that I have ever seen this team crumble in a big moment.
What a disaster that was. Historic. But L.O.U.D somehow still looking to fight to stay alive, to defend their title.
Get a drop.
Previous champions winners.
We're going to get a fight here in showers. I think Kong Kong's going to try to just immediately get a pick.
Smoggy with the Marshall, but that one way causing problems, and you can't do the same thing Reyna can do in a situation like that. You can't dismiss out. Aspas is going aggressive. He's got the ult. He's paranoid. The ult lands onto Smoggy.
But Kong Kong's still up in showers.
How is he still alive? Finally dealt with by Aspas. And EDG, now it's on them to crumble unless Chichu can pull off a 1v4 and get the spike defuse. 2 mollies, orb in hand. Cowanzine a little aggressive here on the pop and the swing, and now you see the stack. 3 members here.
Chichu's thinking about it. Does he want to save this rifle into the next round? Kong Kong is only on 500 credits. Like, this would be a huge rifle to save, and no.
Not interested at all.
I think they bought down in such a way to buy actually into this 19th round.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay.
And I want to say Smoggy might have had enough to... Yeah, he did. Okay, Smart play by Smoggy right there. The reason why we saw the Marshall that last round, he saved money in the bank to get that operator onto Kong. That's definitely going to be a winning factor here. We saw him open up that previous 3-on-5 at Long D. It's just they couldn't convert it. Where is he going to go for this opening fight now? He wants to go fight out of hookah. Historically, this is a very difficult fight to take in a pro match, but no one, I believe, is going to be there to take. Oh,
he went a little late.
Oh, Sadak
puts it right between his eyes.
Does the reaction come at L.O.U.D? Les wants to go through this right now so bad.
Dude, they just invested Seekers too. And every inch that Seekers takes away is just space that EDG's going to fill behind it. They've got him controlled. They've got him corralled. They have him in showers right now. They can't flip the map.
All of the info is in EDG's hands, and Chichu, I think it's on Chichu to not overextend right here, but Smoggy goes through short.
Passes less, gets the kill. And again, you still have to deal with the flank that Chichu's been on for what feels like an eternity. Timing is everything. Aspas falls, all attention turned towards short, and that's when Chichu strikes. You see him creeping forward. He's going to have the spike too. This is going to be the round, Sean.
I don't think Kawanzin has the eyes in the back of his head. He had a crazy three.
Oh, no! What a play! What? Disaster! As everything fumbles. Kong left alone in a 1v2, and all of a sudden, a breath of life for L.O.U.D.
30 seconds left.
How does Kong pull this off? He's got to be quiet with it. He's got to be careful. He's got the element of surprise, but Chewy's wise to it. He knows he's there. He's ready. He's got to catch a swing.
Oh, the heal on the Reyna.
Seekers invested too, and look at the reposition out from Kawanzin.
No Lear's here.
Kawanzin creeping forward. Again, quiet on the approach. Not a single sound made, and Kong's gonna stick at the hole. Oh my gosh! How was that not through?
He got that!
How was that not through?
Don't sit
That's
down.
insane!
Show me the bar!
That is an insane round again from Kawanzin, Doug. I cannot believe it. He might have 15 frags, but dear God, these are some of the biggest rounds of this map right now. I cannot believe L.O.U.D just stole that round. That guiding light on short. And then this.
Oh my gosh!
What?
Where's the gap? I don't see it. There's no gap there.
You said it yesterday to me. It's better to be lucky than good. I think Kawanzin has proved these both right now. That is insane.
I mean, for such a pivotal round to go their way. Mere milliseconds, the decider. And now L.O.U.D with control. EDG on a weird buy. 2 stingers, 2 pistols, and a guardian for Chichu. Oh, what a turn of events. No real time to dwell for it either if you're EDG, because L.O.U.D were already knocking on P's door. The crunch is nice through teleporter.
This is a very weird round right now.
They're going to flip the map too. I mean, look at L.O.U.D.
No way. Do they know Aspas is...
I mean, they know now. Chichu with nothing but a sliver of health, 1 HP, and Aspas still being a nuisance, being a problem. Eventually meets his demise, but through all of that, L.O.U.D is taking the spike, and they're going back towards A.
Well, hold up, Doug. I think I've seen this before.
I mean, they've upgraded weapons too, Sean. Kong is a Vandal. Not like this.
The Brim Molly, the Omen Blind. These are crazy pieces of util that could catch people out in the middle of the open, stall the plan. I see how it would be possible.
Discipline is paramount here if you're EDG. The rounds that feel the safest, the rounds that feel the most secure, are often the most dangerous.
Cover going out.
Sadak with the paranoia, snapping onto nobody. He's gonna get so much more of a challenge, and Kong and Smoggy avoid disaster. Tie us at 10, and remember, this was 2 stingers, a guardian, and sheriffs.
That's insane. That's actually insane that this is the round that EDG wins. But, I mean, there has been so many rounds where I feel like EDG has these incredible advantages, and I cannot believe they can't close them out. But then a round like this happens, and you're quickly reminded what keeps this team in the game. It's not the 3-on-5 plays. It's not all the crossfires. It's just incredible little micro plays. The skill across this EDG roster it might be unmatched.
They've gone toe-to-toe with L.O.U.D up until this point. We're tied at 10 once more.
The Omen one-way showers again, putting a huge thorn in the side right now of EDG, and the short pop is happening. Omen ult into U-Haul, and the paint shell frag onto Less.
They're gonna fully crunch though. This is gonna be really difficult for Loud. If you don't reestablish Shower's control, I think this is gonna be tough to hold.
I don't know about this Viper's pit right here, Doug. They pit out of Showers. That's an interesting call by Chichu.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But they've got to funnel him out because, again, they don't have Shower's control. Now the pit's going to have to be dealt with. Kamonzine is dropped, so they've got the flank. I mean, they're stuck in U-Haul.
The movement!
They're stuck in U-Haul, but Tui's and Aspas punch back. A 2v2 pit still in play as Aspas drops it with the judge. Smoggy left alone. The Satchel to buy some time to reposition and take a different angle, try to isolate the gunfights. Tui's so weak. Smoggy orbital strike in his lab, has to take a step back, and there's nowhere to run. Lau take the lead once more.
Oh man, EDG from the 5-on-4. Again, these advantageous scenarios, they cannot close them out. They can't do it.
This is mad. Aspas found so much value with the judge. That snap onto Chichu, I mean, secures the round.
My God. I have to question that Viper's pit. I'm not a fan. Just gives free shots, just taking free shots all over. No punish in sight right there coming from EDG. And now L.O.U.D look to get on map point here.
They have two ults to do with it, and there's one of them. Aspas pushing forward with the showstopper.
So there's no good.
No. Nothing found beneath them.
They've been stuck though.
Oh, that might be exactly what they're doing, Sean. You're absolutely right. Nobody's holding the line. Kamonzine can't find a way out. Octagon's not safe to go through either. That's a fake once more. And look at the rotations. Howdong's already heading back to A.
This is the dream scenario for EDG. They've found the solo initiator. The player that gets the information for this composition. And right now, L.O.U.D, they're going to have to take an absolute stab at this. They have no idea what's going on across the map.
Yeah, but you can tell L.O.U.D have a plan here.
They left the spike, though. Look where the spike is.
Exactly. Sadak just put the spike down. So remember, they faked the teleport to suggest that they're going back A. They've cut noise. And now Sadak is going to make some presence A.
Oh.
Given that they're down in numbers, given that they don't have an initiator, they have to try to manipulate this and try to marionette their way through the round. But can they do it?
Left.
Lesh just creeps his way forward, drops
It's on Smoggy. Smoggy.
Oh, he's got too many targets to deal with. He can't.
The player showers. Sadak finds it, and now we're in a 2-on-2. This is anyone's game right now, Doug.
Tui's just so weak. Sadak may be caught with utility out. You got to be careful. The timing's not on your side. Nobody drops him. 10 seconds left. Tui's left in a 1v2 with nothing but a sliver of HP. 11, and that's not going to be enough. Nobody gets 4, and of course, we're tied once more.
Whew. Up by 2 and you win type B, and they are not down. This is just going back and forth at this point. This is insane. The fights happening across the map.
Dude, you called that stuff out of Hookah too, and it was perfect. They couldn't find any space out of Hookah. They couldn't find any space out of Octagon. And that forced L.O.U.D into this disastrous situation where they were discombobulated and they were indecisive on it.
Our final timeout of regulation coming in here. Fraud taking one for L.O.U.D. We saw what he was capable of in that first half. The adjustment coming in so quick. I am so excited to see what he's calling out of this timeout. I think the B site is shut down for business. If I'm being honest here, Doug, but here's the thing. If I'm after on EDG, I know that as well. And there could be a little bit of reverse psychology. There could be some mind games going on. I think what could happen right now is a potential A fake into a B pop, just because EDG will believe this is going to be an A round, and they will rotate as if it were an A round. So something like that is definitely in the cards, and it would certainly work really well right now for L.O.U.D coming out of this timeout. Less's pit. I mentioned it before. This pit on bind is very difficult to deal with.
We got to take a look at the money situation too, as we're so near the end of this map. Les, we talked about his pit, and fortunately he has the pit so he can be a little bit safer, but all he has is a stinger.
Early hookah pressure going to come in right now from Kawanzin and Aspas. I think Tui's single goal right now is if someone pushes longer, a guiding light comes down, get hit by it, make a presence. Nothing does, so he's immediately heading back to this A site. Light hookah pressure. I don't think they have any intentions of going B this round, though.
Fortunately for EDG, they have 3 members A. That's where all of Loud seems to be headed.
I think at this point also, EDG has realized Sadak is a solo Showers lurker. I think they're going to take the fight to him right now in this mid-round.
Dude, Smoggy hasn't been cleared either. Sadak gets the first of Paranoia. He somehow eventually dies. Nobody on the re-aggress. Loud just crumble. Wow. They get obliterated as EDG find themselves on map point.
And just like that, they take the lead right at the finish line. But Loud, they played that smart. They left enough in the tank for a bye here on this last round.
Sure.
They purposely half-bought down right there. Kawanzin only with a Guardian. Sadak here missing a Paranoia, which, I'm going to be honest, I think that's a really big piece, as well as a Boombot, a Sting for lack of a quick long peek. There's a lot of stuff actually missing.
Yeah, you're
look
right.
at Loud's purchases right now. Triple push short. The first sign of aggression comes in the last round.
Kong has an op. You hear it rattled off, sending a shiver down their spine. There's the swing out. Smoggy getting the best of less. And they take a step back. EDG looking to go for the jugular, but it's countered back.
I think that's a light win for Loud. The 4-on-4. That's going to spread EDG out, and they found the Brimstone. That's the stall in this comp. They don't have 3 controllers.
Sadak has to stay alive here. Sadak has to stay alive. Just narrowly going wide.
And more importantly, though, that keeps Smoggy at this A site. So what is the play from Loud right now? You can see they are just at a snail's pace right now on this minimap. They are slowly moving towards A.
Meanwhile,
getting so much space in Showers.
Well, he's got to be careful, though. He's by himself. You were mentioning Smoggy a moment ago. He rotated back A.
Oh, the Seekers come out. They're going to know only one player is at this A site. They are going to pounce so fast.
But can he do it again? Op in hand. No! Doesn't even get a shot. Aspas drops him, and now he scoops it up. Loud in a position to take us to OT.
Smoggy showstopper.
And that's really not a surprise. You're right. The nade first. Aspas repositioning. A 3v3. It's just the showstopper. Tui's 1 point away from the orbital strike.
Could be waiting for the guiding light coming in from nobody.
There's the ult. The first clear. You called the flash. Aspas with the clean movement, getting away. Staying alive. Potentially preserving the round as nobody's on the flank. Tui's dropped. And they've got Aspas and Kawanzin corralled. There's nowhere for them to go. Smoggy with 4 and EDG take bind.
Oh my goodness. What a map from EDG. I can't believe it. After losing all of those advantageous scenarios, wasting ults, it doesn't matter. You get shot in the face, you die. You die, Doug. That's how this works. This is an FPS game.